Ages ago, there was an adventurer who sought to be the strongest. He soon realized it would take more than the lifetime he had left. Journeying great distances, the fountain of eternity was found. Whilst gathering the precious water, the region's dark lord attacked. Though the battle was won, the fountain was destroyed in the process. However, the adventurer salvaged enough for himself and his loved ones. There was only one bottle reserved for someone he had not yet encountered. Over the years that came, the adventurer defeated countless villains. Soon enough, none remained. All had fallen. For his accomplishments, he was awarded a lifetime's worth of coin. But eventually it faded, his wealth to nothing, and his fame to legend. Unchallenged for so long, the adventurer started developing strange new techniques. One day, he broke the barriers between worlds. And now...
Hey there, everyone. Yeah, it's me. I'm that guy. I'm that adventurer guy. Yeah, welcome to my Twitch channel, YouTube channel, wherever you're watching this. Let's just have a seat here. That looks better. Yeah, so I am Michael Yukimura. And I'm the strongest human over here on this earth. And I'm glad to finally be VTubing. Something I've been planning for about a year now. Quite the endeavor. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to finally do this. A nice fresh start. I am a very long time content creator. I've been streaming since 2010, making videos since, or at least posting videos since 2009. I was making videos before then, since probably like 2004 or 5, but there wasn't really anywhere to post them in 2004, as I'm sure some of you are aware. And yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, you saw my little backstory lore video. Pretty exciting. That bottle, yeah, I'm still saving it. Let's just get up and I'll show you. Bam, here's that bottle. It's all sparkly and nice. Saving it for that special someone that I haven't met yet. Yeah, I'm still dreadfully single, but you know, I'm holding out hope a little bit here. And yeah, I got that special bottle reserved just for them. So let's just put that away. Yeah, wow, there's a lot of stuff to talk about actually. I guess I'll just explain more about myself or something. Let's see, I already did introductions. I could do my introduction in Japanese, even though it makes me a little nervous. I am conversational in the language, but I still have a long way to go. Just memorizing a few hundred kanji and 1,000 or 2,000 words or so. It's not quite enough to be fluent. You can get by. So all right. Here it goes. 始めました。マイケル・ユキモラです。よろしくお願いします。すみません。日本語下手ですよ。ペラペラじゃないです。 yeah, that's the best I could do. I basically just did my intro and then said, I'm bad at Japanese. I am not fluent. Um, yeah, but oh well. I'm working on it. I'm working on it actively. Get them lessons every week. Now that the introduction's out of the way, let's turn that music back on. Maybe lower it a little bit. So yeah, this is actually my second time doing my debut. The first time, yeah, it didn't work out super well. Actually, that music is still a little loud. Let's turn that down. There was no audio the entire time. I don't know what happened with Streamlabs. But I messed with some settings. It seems good now. That's nice. Yeah, I've been been streaming for like 12 years, and these things still happen. What you gonna do? So yeah, I guess I'll just explain a little bit more about me. Let's go on over to the quest board. I'll have to move over a little here. The quest board. And let's take a look at our first slide here. There's my name. There's how it's spelt in English and Japanese. Let's see, moving on. My age, none of your business. Birthday, none of your business. Height, 180 centimeters. For Americans watching, which I'm sure will be a lot of people. That's like 5'11", a little under 6 feet, so not like super tall, but you know, like average, a little above average. And species, human. I know we have a lot of VTubers that are like some big crazy things. You know, you got Multiverse, Monarch, you have Grim Reaper, and all sorts of stuff. But I'm just human. I am the strongest human on this earth, but still just human. I still need oxygen, unfortunately, you know. But that's just how it be. So let's move on to that second slide. Things I like, I guess. This is a thing VTubers usually do. They just kind of talk about themselves for a little bit before they get into the streaming things. So yeah, I just went and picked up my water. You can see me like bend down. Yeah, let's see. Super Mario 64, favorite game of all time. Very good. Even let's say we take off the nostalgia goggles for a little bit. It's still a great game. I know it has some like minor issues, but I mean, come on. It's Mario 64. It's so good. Next, Mother 3, probably the greatest game ever made. Pretty much everything about it is just absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I mean the story, the characters, and the music, and the mechanics, like, just, wow. Mother 3, I hope it comes out in America one day. And by America, I mean like everywhere outside Japan. I don't know why I had like just America in mind. There's lots of places where they speak English. And they should probably also localize it in Spanish. That's also a very popular language. Anyways, where was I? Sin and Punishment 2. You probably haven't played even the first one, but there's a sequel to the game you didn't even know. It's like, for me, this is like the pinnacle of like action games. Kind of like it's a little arcadey style. It's a rail shooter. It's very good. It's like one of my absolute favorite games. Another one of my favorites is Metroid Prime. I started playing this game, wow, about when it came out in like 2002, I want to say. Ooh boy, I've been playing Metroid Prime for 20 years. I used to do like some speed runs. I could get 100% in like 2.5 hours, which is pretty good. I know the world record is like probably an hour and a half, something like that. So yeah, I was still pretty far from any kind of like real record, but the speed runs were fun. We'll get more into Metroid Prime later, actually. And so as I was making this list, I was like, oh wait, these are all Nintendo games. Let's do some not Nintendo stuff. So I I was like, all right, what's one of my favorite RPGs? Xenosaga. Yeah, I know people kind of, they clown on episode 2. I like episode 2, but let's be real. Episode 3 is peak fiction. Like, for real. It is amazing. If you are into JRPGs and you haven't played Xenosaga, you gotta do it. You gotta do it, my dude. And then we have Uncharted 3. Possibly my favorite Uncharted. 4 is also maybe my favorite. For some reason, everyone really likes 2, and I decided to put 3 on this list because everyone puts 2, and I'm not trying to be a contrarian or a hipster or anything. I just genuinely think 3 is better than 2. That's just what I think, Anyways, let's move on to slide number 2 or 3. Yeah, slide number 3. I'm losing track of things. What you gonna do? I'm old. Need that water, Again, I'm still human, still need that water and oxygen. It's unfortunate. Or is it? I don't know. Sometimes it feels nice to breathe and drink water. It feels nice. So maybe I'm glad I'm human after all. Anyways, I was thinking of like favorite TV shows and movies and stuff, and this is what I got for you. Half anime, half not anime. Anime is like 90% of what I watch, but I didn't want it to just be that. So let's get into it a little bit. Steins Gate, very good. I don't usually rewatch things, but this is something I've rewatched several times actually because it was just so good. And I 100% recommend it to anyone who's into sci-fi or kind of like mystery thriller kind of things. It's not like an intense thriller. It has like thriller elements, I suppose. The first half, I swear, is not boring. It's not. It's integral to the story. And without the first half, the second half would be meaningless and would not be good at all. So yeah, Steins Gate. It's usually number 2 on my anime list. It's usually like number 2 or 3. Gintama keeps trying to surpass it. I don't know why. Gintama is not good. It's not funny. I'm sorry, Joey the anime man. I know he thinks Gintama is the funniest thing ever. I thought it was boring as heck. I didn't even watch 3 episodes. I watched 11, 12 episodes. I watched like the first whole season, and the whole time I was just like, where's the funny? It wasn't there, in my opinion. Anyways, moving on. Dragon Ball, big. I think the kids call it fitness inspo. They like shortening words. Yeah, big fitness like inspiration for me is Dragon Ball. It's also just a great show. The original Dragon Ball. I also like Z and Kai, and I kind of like GT and Super. Yeah, GT and Super are good. But what's better is the original and Z and Kai. Yeah, I've watched Dragon Ball so much. I'm a pretty big fan of Dragon Ball, I would say. Moving on, we have School Rumble. School Rumble is the first anime I got really into. I'd say this is like kind of my starting point. And I got into it when it first started getting dubbed in English. That was like 2005, I want to say. So yeah, I've been watching anime for about 17 years. I mean, I was around for when like Yu Yu Hakusho, is it Hakusho or Hakushu? I don't know. I only saw like 1 or 2 episodes when that premiered on, it was like Cartoon Network back in the day. I was there for that, and I was like, I kind of like the art style. I kind of like this whole like thing, this anime thing, but I wasn't like too into that show specifically. I only watched a couple episodes, and then like Sailor Moon was around. I was like, yeah, Sailor Moon. I kind of like something about it, but it wasn't until School Rumble where I was like, yes, anime is good. um, so yeah, let's move on to not anime. My favorite show of all time, Star Trek. I know what you're thinking. It's like, oh, aren't you like basically like a fantasy guy in a fantasy setting? Yes, but sci-fi is actually my favorite. I love me some sci-fi, and Star Trek is some great sci-fi. It's hard to say where a newcomer should get started because I've been watching Star Trek for, again, over 20 years. 25 plus years, a long time, a very long time, since around when the Next Generation was airing. And man, oh man, let me think. A newcomer, you could start with the original, but it's kind of cheesy. It's not entirely like outdated in its concepts though, which is very cool for a show that came out in the 60s. But you could get started with Enterprise if you wanted something a bit more modern, and then move right on to Discovery. Discovery was surprisingly good. Like, the trailers made it look awful, like garbage, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, this isn't bad. This isn't bad, actually. I have not caught up to Discovery. I watched the first 2 seasons, I think. Anyways, moving on. Fringe. People compare it to what is it, X-Files? X-Files was it was overall but Fringe, oh man, no, Fringe is a masterpiece, like the whole time, like the entire show. Oh, hold on a second. Do I let me just sneak off for a moment. I think I need to change a setting unexpectedly. There we go. Where am I? Here I am. Yeah. So Fringe was actually directed by J.J. Abrams. The same guy who did like Lost and the not so great Star Wars movies. Yeah, Star Wars is a whole nother subject. Yeah, I blame Disney for that though. Anyways, yeah, check out Fringe if you possibly can. It's somewhere. It used to be on Hulu. I don't know if it's on Hulu anymore. Next we have Tunnel, a Korean drama. I've been trying to get a little into Korean dramas. This one's my favorite so far, and it's really good. Like, absolutely fantastic. It's like a murder mystery. It follows these detectives, and there's a serial killer, and it's crazy, man. The twists and turns the plot takes. It's incredible. It's a very good show. And as for movies, I didn't actually write them down, but Chronicle is my favorite movie, and also Inception, and UHF. You ever see that one? The Weird Al movie? Not the new Weird Al movie, the old Weird Al movie. UHF, really good, really funny. And then I'd say Napoleon Dynamite. I know a lot of people either love or hate it. It's kind of a weird movie, but I enjoy it. I guess another movie in my top 5 is probably Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I know everybody likes the Empire Strikes Back, whatever, that one's good too, but you know, that episode 6, that one's my favorite. Moving on, we have music. Yeah, we got Foo Fighters. That's my favorite band. Wasting Light is my favorite album. Wasting Light is absolutely fantastic, actually. Wow, yeah, that's such a great album. Linkin Park another favorite band of mine. Again, just so many like great albums. My favorite is probably Reanimation, I think is my favorite. And also Living Things, if we're going by like original and not like remixy kind of stuff. Living Things is fantastic. Moving on from that, I was like, okay, I'll do 2 bands, 2 rappers, and 2 composers. No problem. So I kind of was like, all right, let's pick 2 of some of my favorites. Maybe not my absolute, but like close. So Aesop Rock. You ever listen to a song and you try to pay attention to the lyrics, and in the end you're like, what was that song even about? He is the epitome of that, but in the best way possible. Man is a metaphor machine, and his music is so esoteric, but it's also just so fantastic because the more you listen to it, the more you get something like just interesting out of it, you know? It's great. I love it. You also have Rap Ferreira, the artist formerly known as Milo. He just like, it's rap, but it's like so refreshing and so different sounding. Sometimes it's borderline like, it's like psychedelic sounding. In his rapping style, sometimes it's like rap, and then sometimes it's almost like spoken word poetry. It's very interesting. So go ahead, check out Rap Ferreira and his older works as Milo. Next we have Yuki Kajiura and Hiroyuki Sawano. Yeah, so my favorite composers did some great work on a lot of shows and games and stuff. Oh man. Yuki Kajiura did the soundtrack to the aforementioned Xenosaga, especially episode 3. She did some in episode 2, but mostly 3. Ooh, probably one of my favorite game tracks ever. She also did the soundtrack to Sword Art Online. Say what you will about the writing in Sword Art Online. I know. Some people are going to be like, oh, it's poorly written, blah, blah, blah. Listen, the soundtrack is amazing, so let's at least agree with that. And then you have Sawano. He did Attack on Titan, so you already know it's good. It's all good stuff. So, anyways, let's stop talking about music for a little bit. Let's be slightly less narcissistic. Let's talk about stuff we'll stream. Let's talk about you guys, what you'll be watching from me. I have a list of ideas. These are not all the ideas. These are like just some of them. We have some games here. I really enjoy Final Fantasy VII. I have not played the remake, so that'll be cool. No Time to Explain, Psychonauts, Superflight, Needy Streamer Overload. All games that it's like, I played some of it or a little bit of it, but I could play more, and it would be fun to do that on stream. We have Lonely Mario Party 5. I could play some Mario Party 5 by myself. Maybe just set everyone to like hard mode or something. And yeah, 5 is my favorite. Pretty much like 1 through 8, except for 4, are really good. Like seriously, if you're gonna play the Mario Party games, play like 1, 2, 3, and then 5, and then keep going. I hate 4. Maybe we'll play 4 one day just to torture myself, just for your entertainment. Because like for real, 4 is not good. Why do people like 4? Like literally I'll play any other Mario Party but 4. But 5, I love me some 5, so we'll do that at some point. Retro City Rampage, I've had that game since it came out. Haven't played it yet though. Metroid Prime Randomizer, that's gonna be exciting. As I previously mentioned, I used to like do like Metroid Prime speedruns, so having like a randomizer I think will be really fun. As for how we'll do that, obviously we'll have to emulate. And as for emulation, I will totally not judge you if you like emulate things and download ROMs or whatever. That's up to you. That's your own thing, right? Me personally, what I do is I buy the legitimate copy and I make a copy of that and put it on my PC. So the copy of Metroid Prime I have on my computer it's how do I put it? I copied the actual disc like onto my computer, so nobody can bug me about like legal issues or whatever, because that's really not a problem. It's a copy I bought. Anyway, speaking of copies I bought, I have a copy of Mother 1, 2, and 3, and I was thinking we could practice and learn some Japanese via playing some old RPGs. I think that'll be fun. The Earthbound games are very fun. Some of my favorites, actually. We also have Duolingo. Since I'm somewhat conversational in Japanese, I'll probably breeze through most of it, and then we'll get to the later parts where apparently it just kind of stops making sense. Which might be funny, but it also might confuse me. So I'll just have to have Sensei correct me if I learn something wrong. Let's see. You laugh, you win. Laughing is a win, as far as I can tell. I don't really understand you laugh, you lose, because honestly, it's very difficult to find something that I find funny. So finding anything is just like that's a win. That's a win for me. Ancient gaming. Some Intellivision, some Atari stuff. I have the actual machines. I have to figure out how to stream it because did I say I have the actual streams? I meant I have the actual machines. The Atari and Intellivision. Oh boy. That was a goof, or maybe I didn't goof, and by thinking I goofed, I then goofed. Either way, I have failed. Yeah, they have RF outputs, so this is gonna be kind of tricky. I have to get some like converters or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out another time. Anyways, anime and YouTube reactions. Obviously, I'm not gonna be streaming like actual anime, right? Because you can't rebroadcast copywritten stuff. That's obvious. Streamers try doing that and they get banned. So yeah, we'll basically like just be showing the subtitles, and I'll do like actual commentary. I won't just like sit there in silence. Same thing with YouTube reactions. I won't just sit there in silence. Like, come on, guys, say something. It's supposed to be a reaction. Like, you know. So yeah, it's also just free promotion for the other YouTubers and streamers and stuff. Because here's the thing. If you want to clip me or react to me and upload it and monetize it, like, go for it. Do it. It's free promotion. That's the way I see it. It's free promotion. I don't really understand the whole thing of like, oh, I didn't give you permission to react to my things. It's like, what? Why do you need permission? It's not like, again, I understand if it's like a TV show, but yeah, I don't know. In my mind, it's free promotion. Clip me as much as you want. React to me. Do whatever you like. You know, just make sure if you clip me or whatever, just link to my Twitch or my Twitter or my YouTube or something. Just because if somebody like sees a clip and they like it, I want them to be able to just go right to me and not have to like type anything. Or, you know, sometimes I see a clip of a VTuber And I'm like, I don't know who this VTuber is. I don't know their name. I can't look them up. They're not in the description. There's no links. There's nothing. And that's really lame. So always credit the artist. Like, react to me and clip me as much as you want, but credit is important, you know? So that's all I ask of you, really. And okay, the final thing on our list here is IRL drawing. I do not have a drawing tablet. I do art occasionally, and I have actual physical paper. So we'll probably have to set up some kind of like over-the-shoulder cam or something. We'll set up something for that. So yeah, that's the stuff we'll be streaming. Boop, boop. Goals. I have many goals. So here's the thing. Obviously, I've been a content creator for 13 years. I think I said earlier, since 2009. I have never made any money off any of it. So it's pretty obvious at this point. I mean, I'm not going to link you to that content. You'll just have to take my word for it. But obviously, I'm doing this for fun. However, I would love it if the thing I did for fun, I got something for it. So I do have goals, but I'm not greedy. I'm not going to be like, give me your money for nothing, for no reason, or, you know, I would like to entertain people, and, you know, you can do a subscription if you want or something. I'm not going to set up like a PayPal or anything like that. But if you want to support, whenever subscriptions are available, you can go ahead and do that. If you already have a subscription, you can like gift one, you know, that'd be really cool. It would be really awesome if you guys like supported me. I think that would be fantastic, because right now I just have a really crappy like day job that I do not enjoy very much. So if I could do this as a job, I mean, I would be so happy. But again, only support if you feel like it. I don't want to like try to guilt trip anyone into doing anything. I know some streamers try to do that. They're like, I gotta pay my bills, guys. Give me your money. It's like, I don't even want to really talk about money most of the time. I just want to do what I like, and just hopefully people will support, you know? Anyways, goals, let's go through them. 500 followers, Minecraft hardcore. I am not really a Minecraft player, so this will be interesting. Trying to do this. I'll probably suck. I'll probably die a lot. And I've never ever even gotten to the Ender Dragon, so we'll see how that goes. 800 followers, write a rap. So fun fact, I've been a rapper for 4 or 5 years. My previous works are very obscure. You know, I'll upload like a music video, it'll get like 3 views or something. So if you find it, just keep it between us, you know, our little secret, you know. I kind of want to keep this persona and that persona separate. I'm also not really, for now, producing any music under that previous persona, but I do want to create music under this one as me, Michael Yukimura. And yeah, I was thinking I could write a rap like live on stream. Now, keep in mind, I have multiple learning disabilities, so it'll be a little slow. There will be lots of typos. I have dyslexia and a condition called nonverbal. It's a really weird, vague sounding disability. It's just called nonverbal. In other words, you have trouble with words when they're not spoken. So that's something. But yeah, we'll be trying to write a rap, and I've gotten I don't want to toot my own horn, but I got pretty pretty good at writing lyrics. I can write some stuff, and you know, maybe put out an EP or something, put that up on Spotify. I think that'll be cool. All right, so 1,000 followers, rage game. I was thinking maybe Jump King. Yeah, Jump King looks really frustrating. I played it for like 5 minutes and I was losing my mind. So we'll see how that goes. And 1.5K, community Discord server. I want to make sure I have plenty of followers, so I can appoint mods, because I will not be modding my own Discord server. I'll leave that up to other people, because it's generally not a good idea as a content creator to mod your own Discord. That's what I've heard and that's what I've seen, and yeah, it's probably just not a good idea. So anyways, moving on to subscribers, which is a feature we have not yet unlocked, because obviously this is the debut. At 100 Switch games with viewers, this also includes other games as well. I put Switch there specifically because that will especially cost money, so you know, I'll need a way to pay for that, because Switch Online costs lots, and also I need to get a special router apparently to do stuff. So yeah, it's gonna cost a little bit, but I was thinking, you know, we could do like Splatoon, Mario Kart, what's it called, Smash Bros. But also at 100 subscribers, I think I could try multiplayer with some like PC games too. I think that'll be cool, but for the most part I want to stick to single player. All right, 1,000 subscribers, VR is very expensive, so hence the large number. Yeah, VR seems really cool. I tried it out once. My cousin let me use his headset. It was fun. I enjoyed. So I'd like to explore some VR stuff with y'all sometime. All right, 1,500 full-time, quote unquote. It doesn't mean I'll be streaming exactly 40 hours. It might be a little more, a little less. It basically just means I can actually like call this my job. I hope to eventually reach that point. I think that would be fantastic. And okay, this one's going to require a bit of explanation. At 4,000 subscribers, which sounds like a lot, because it is. Toy Story on Super Nintendo. Okay, listen. Toy Story is one of the hardest games ever devised by humans. I'm not joking. You think I'm joking? No, I'm not. Because listen here. It is so brutal. It's like... It must sound so confusing. It's like, Toy Story, isn't that a kid's game? No. No, it is not. If a child could beat this game, I'd be shocked. I'd be amazed. Give that kid a college tuition to like Harvard or Oxford or something. Like, seriously. Yeah, man. Toy Story on Super Nintendo is crazy hard. And I will play through it without cheats. Only at 4,000, because it's that difficult. Seriously. So yeah, those are my goals. And boop, get rid of that. Back to my room. Whoosh. Yeah, let's just have a seat. This is my real chair, by the way. I green screened it. I green screened it. So yeah, back at my room. You can see out my window a little bit. It's usually either rainy or sunny or snowing. I mean, I live in Snow Village, so obviously once it gets a little colder, it's gonna be snowing a lot. Also, you can see all these wires going everywhere. You know, got to keep things running. Technology over here is pretty limited, so these all go into the gate between my world and yours. So, yeah, you can see they're RGB. Pretty nifty, I must say. And we got other things going around in this room too. Behind me, you can see some blank picture frames. I can actually put anything I want in those picture frames. The picture frames are green screen, so if I ever get like fan art, I mean, this is pretty presumptuous of me, but I mean, you know, it could happen. I could just put like some fan art in my room and just hang it up. That'd be really cool. So yeah, we're getting towards the end of this debut stream. Let's see, what else do we have to go over? Schedule. I will be streaming Monday nights and Friday nights. And those are like the for sure times. Like I'll definitely stream Monday nights and Friday nights as long as I can. Like that's like the solid, like I'll definitely stream those times as long as I'm able. But otherwise I'll be streaming just whenever I can. The thing is, because I still have a quote unquote traditional job, which is garbage. It's not a good job. It's working in retail at an item shop, at a local item shop. Because I still have that job, obviously I can't stream full time and do that as well. So I'll just be streaming whenever I can. So look forward to that. If once again, if this ever does become my actual job, which I would love, we'll have like a more solid, much longer streaming schedule. But yeah, look forward to Monday and Friday nights, and also just stop by once in a while. I'll probably be streaming on off days and whatnot. I tried to get the Google Calendar thing to work on my Twitch channel, and it's just not working out. So yeah, I might post like when I'll do stuff on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter and YouTube if you want. That'd be also really cool. In case something happens to my Twitch. I mean, I specifically try not to talk about anything controversial whatsoever, so I doubt they'd ban me. I mean, I can hope. Let's see. What else? You know, what else do people do in their debut? Oh yeah, they show here. Let me get up. And I haven't showed you all my expressions. Bam, starry-eyed. Look at that. Then we have mad. I'm upset with you. I'm upset at me. Okay. Blush. That's a thing. Pout. My mouth doesn't open because I'm busy pouting. And then finally we have sad. Okay, so yeah, those my expressions. We also have a soundboard. We have a soundboard. I'll just play a couple of the sounds. Let's up the music real briefly, even though it's just kind of... Ooh, this part of the music's really quiet. Oh, it's probably switching songs, that's why. No, it's just a quiet part of the song. Anyways, yeah, we got the Gargora. Ooh, that one's kind of loud. Inception. FBI, open up! We have applause. We have this one. Yeah, and a few more. I have like the Oblivion NPC music. I've never played Oblivion, but I like the meme. And yeah, we have even more sound effects, and I'll add even more to the soundboard eventually, probably. So that's all the soundboard stuff. Pretty exciting. I'm glad I set that up. And yeah, that's wow. I think that's it for the debut. I kind of thought this would last like 2 hours. I mean, I could. There's plenty of stuff I could talk about. I mean, we could go back to the slides, and I could elaborate further on the stuff and things that I like. I could explain a little bit more of my lore, but honestly, I mean, I have a wiki for that. Which, by the way, if you know how to use a wiki, um, feel free to assist. Feel free to assist, because yeah, I barely know what I'm doing. I'll probably do some more research into that later. Yeah, but it's I don't know how many VTubers debut and they already have a wiki with like extended expanded lore. How many do that? Not a lot. Pretty exciting. So, anyways, thank you all for watching my debut. Very exciting. You know, maybe it's good that it's not super long. Maybe more people will be like, "Oh, it's not even that long for a stream," and they'll come on by. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I will see you later. Later today, I'm going to be streaming Paper Mario, and it's going to be modded so that it's hard mode. Everything will do 50% more damage. So that's going to be a fun challenge because Paper Mario is super easy, and everything doing more damage will be a fun challenge. Also, I completely forgot to mention, the first game I ever streamed in 2010 was Paper Mario. I streamed it over on Ustream, which is a website it doesn't really exist anymore. But I streamed Paper Mario. That was the first thing I streamed. So that's why I was just like, oh, of course. Of course, that's the first game I should play on this channel. So anyways, I'll see you all then. Bye.